Maria, come over to my place tomorrow. I know it's sudden, but I want you to handle all the cleaning. What? But that's way too last minute. I have work tomorrow, and honestly, taking care of all the cleaning by myself is just impossible. That doesn't matter. As long as you show up tomorrow, that's all I care about. Besides, cleaning is what you're good at, isn't it? Even if I'm good at it, you can't just tell me suddenly to handle everything without any prep. It's fine. If you're motivated, you'll figure it out, right? Oh, and make dinner too. I'll be home late. Dinner too? If I start after work, I honestly won't have enough time. Not enough time? What are you talking about? It's only natural for you to do this for me. You're my daughter-in-law, so step up. But do I really have to be the one to go? Of course. I don't have anyone else to rely on, so stop complaining and just come. Really? Honestly, I never expected you to suddenly throw such harsh demands at me. I still have my job to deal with. Your job? That can wait. Since it's for me, making a few sacrifices is only natural, isn't it? Fine. I'll figure something out for tomorrow. So, I'm supposed to take care of all the cleaning and dinner? That's right, everything. You said you'd do it. Make sure you handle it properly. Honey, I appreciate you doing your best at work as usual. Are you still in the middle of work? Yeah, I'm just on a short break. What's up? There's something I wanted to tell you. I'd be really happy if you came home early tonight. You should be wrapping up soon, right? Actually, I went all out and made a fancy dinner. Steak, roasted veggies, and even homemade dessert. So get excited. So no detours or drinks after work, okay? Come straight home. I'm seriously looking forward to this. Huh? Why are you so hyped about dinner? Did we have some kind of special day today? Your birthday isn't coming up just yet, right? It's not that. Today is a really important day for us as a couple. It's our wedding anniversary. The day we started our new life together, remember? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. Totally slipped my mind. That's true. I just remembered now. See? I knew you'd forgotten. I had a feeling, but still, it's kind of disappointing. How am I supposed to keep track of everything? My head's full of work. But you're still coming home tonight, right? I really want to share the dinner I worked so hard to make with you. I put extra effort into it this year, so I'm sure you'll love it. I'll come home, but I'm bringing Mom with me. She's been saying she wants to visit for a while. What? Why your mom all of a sudden? I thought tonight was just for the two of us. What's with that reaction? Are you saying you don't want her to come? It's not that I hate the idea, but why bring her on our anniversary of all days? I'm just surprised, that's all. Don't lie. We've been together long enough for me to know. I can tell from the vibe that you and Mom don't get along. Come on. You've been secretly disliking her, right? You don't even hide it well. Whenever you two are in the same room, the air gets tense. Of course I've noticed. It's not that I hate your mom. It's the opposite. She's the one who refuses to accept me and treats me like an enemy from the start. It feels like every single thing I do gets judged, like I'm always losing points no matter what. That's because you're not trying hard enough. Mom's always been strict. She's always wanted me to have the perfect wife, the ideal one. That's why she can't help being so nitpicky. It's just how a mom shows she cares. So, you're just brushing it off as motherly love. I'm sorry, I wasn't the kind of wife she wanted. But honestly, I don't even understand what her idea of perfect is supposed to be. Still, you were the one who chose me and decided to be with me, right? That's the one thing I don't want you to forget. But Mom keeps saying it. She tells me over and over that you're not good enough for me. So in the end, you just do whatever your mom tells you. Let's not forget, you're the one who asked me out first and asked me to be serious. When you said you loved me back then, was that a lie? Or does one word from your mom turn white into black? It's only natural for a son to value his mother's words. Besides, she's lived through a lot more than we have, so her words carry weight, and she's usually not wrong. To be honest, I've started to wonder lately that maybe I should have been more careful when choosing who to marry. The way you just said that, it sounds like you regret choosing me. Is that how you really feel? No, I didn't mean it that far. Don't twist my words to sound like that. But no matter how I hear it, that's exactly what it sounds like. Aren't you letting your mom's words control you too much? Can't you stand on your own for once? Look, arguing with you emotionally right now isn't going to solve anything. I'd rather we calm down and talk things through properly later. Later? What exactly are you planning to talk about? Don't tell me you and your mom are just going to sit there bashing me together. I can't tell you the details yet, but we need to sit down, the three of us, and have a serious talk. On our anniversary of all days, it ends up feeling this tense. Do we really have to talk about this today? I worked so hard to make this dinner, so can't you at least eat it with your mom and me? Sorry, but tonight I'm eating at my mom's place with her, so I won't be eating with you. This isn't the time to be celebrating something like an anniversary. That's how important this conversation is. Something like an anniversary, huh? Lately, we've been fighting so much, and I really wanted today to be different. To think our anniversary means so little to you. It honestly breaks my heart. Maria, did you really understand everything I explained? Honestly, my head is still spinning. Of course it's sudden, so it's no surprise you're shocked. I don't even know how to process this. Tonight, take time to really face your feelings. I'll be taking Noah to my place tonight. I'll leave you alone, so take what I told you and calmly sort it out. By sort it out, you mean this divorce paper you just threw at me, right? I never imagined you'd hand me something like this on our wedding anniversary. The anniversary doesn't matter. You should be grateful I didn't force you to sign it on the spot. Honestly, I'd like to file it at the courthouse right this second. But the final decision has to come from you. Otherwise, later you might say, I forced you, and drag it back up. That's exactly why I'm giving you time to think. I still can't believe this. Is this just your idea alone? Or did Noah decide this with you? I was the one who brought up divorce, but when I told him, he agreed right away. His love for you had already disappeared a long time ago. You must have noticed it yourself, right? That you weren't loved anymore and were just keeping up a marriage in name only. Yeah, but a part of me still wanted to believe that somewhere inside him, he still cared. That's the reason I can't make a quick decision after being suddenly thrown into a divorce. Please give me some time to think. I said I'd give you time to think, but honestly, you don't have any options left. We could kick you out of the house anytime we want. So, the smartest choice is to stop resisting and just sign the divorce papers. Why are you rushing this so much? You won't even give me space to process my feelings or my life. Because with things like this, the sooner the better. Staying in a loveless marriage only makes both sides miserable, so there's no point at all. Maria, it's time for both you and my son to start fresh with new lives. Is that really the only reason? I just can't bring myself to accept it. Isn't there some other urgent reason why this divorce has to happen right now? Why are you so suspicious? You really are paranoid. All I want is for my son to be free from unnecessary baggage and live his life. That's why you should stop wasting your energy and just give up. Maria, what on earth is going on? Do you even realize how many days it's been? You said you'd give me time. Yes, I did say that, but I never expected to be kept waiting this long. What's going on with the divorce papers? It's already been 5 whole days since then. 5 days? You mean only 5 days? Why are you rushing me so much? 5 days is more than enough time to think it over. I need you to make a decision already. And you still haven't signed it? How long are you planning to drag this out? Just sign the divorce agreement. After all this, you still can't let go of my son? I'm honestly shocked. No matter how hard you try, you're never getting his heart back. Don't you get that? You really think I haven't let go of him? That's how I seem to you? We're already divorced. What are you even talking about? What? Oh, really? Well then, that makes things simple. Just like you wanted. I already submitted the divorce papers. The process is officially complete. I see. Hearing that actually makes me feel relieved. Good. Now Noah is finally free. If you'd already filed them, you should have just said so from the start. By the way, is Noah still with you? Has he been at your place this whole time? This past 5 days? That's right. He's here right now. He says being here feels more comfortable than being with you. I see. I'm still trying to process everything. My feelings are all over the place. Could you put him on the phone? There are things I need to tell him directly about what's ahead and how life will be from now on. I want to make sure it's all clear. Oh, you're right. Talking to him directly would avoid any misunderstandings. There's also the moving situation. So we need to sort out the details before anything can move forward. Hold on a minute. Hey, it's me. So you really filed the divorce papers, huh? Guess that's it then. Feels weird, thinking you finally gave up on me. When are you planning to move your stuff out? I want to clear things out quickly. I'd like to move out of this apartment soon and stop stressing about it. I'll move everything out while you're at work. It's easier if we don't run into each other, and that's probably best for both of us. All right. That way we don't have to bother with awkwardness. So this really is goodbye for us. I can't help but feel a little sad. Still, you really rushed this whole thing. I wasn't ready at all. It made sorting out my feelings a lot harder. I just wanted to be free as soon as possible. We both needed space to move on. Really? I figured you were in a hurry because you wanted to get remarried. What are you talking about? You really think I'd rush into things for that reason? I'm not that desperate, trust me. But didn't you want to remarry before the baby was born? That's what I heard. If you were still married to me after the birth, it would have been a huge mess, right? So, how far along is the woman who's going to be your next wife? What are you talking about? Who told you something like that? Don't bother pretending. I already know everything. Your mom was the one who lined up your next bride, wasn't she? Well, if it's her, I can totally see her doing something like that. Wait, how did you even find that out? I heard that your mom's been searching for your next wife. She was asking around among her friends if they knew any good women, right? I can't say who, but one of your relatives told me. You're kidding. I can't believe even that got out. So you weren't happy about the divorce and went snooping around my circle, huh? No. Once the divorce became official, I was just making the rounds and saying my goodbyes. That's when one of your relatives secretly told me about it. That your mom was trying to throw me away and find you a new wife. This is unbelievable. Maybe they felt sorry for me. But honestly, I wasn't even shocked. I was more convinced because it makes sense the way you were being rushed into this divorce. Mom's the one who picked her out for me. Said she'd be the perfect match. the ideal wife. And just like Mom said, she really is amazing. Her personality, her family background, basically flawless. Well, good for you then. But hold on, doesn't that count as cheating? Are you okay with that ethically? Did it ever cross your mind that you could get sued for damages? Most people would panic. I just can't imagine you, of all people, the one so obsessed with money, being okay with a surprise expense like that. Of course I knew there was a chance you'd find out about the new bride. That's why I was being careful about everything. And even if you tried to sue for damages, Mom already promised to cover it all. She'd do whatever it takes to protect me. Oh, really? That's what you'd call amazing mother-son love, huh? Well, then maybe I should go ahead and file a claim for damages. Might help me feel a little better. Still, I can't wrap my head around the fact that you got her pregnant already. You really move quickly. She's everything I've ever wanted. It just happened naturally, not because of planning. Mom really understands me better than anyone. Her support is flawless. Sorry, but I'm going to be happy with her. You won't have to deal with me anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. I never imagined I'd be forced to give up this quickly. I honestly believed we'd be going through both the happy moments and the tough times together from now on. It's hard to accept that it's ending this way. There's nothing left for us to share anymore. All the feelings, all the memories, they're gone. It's all over. Down to zero. Wow, I see. Nothing left at all, huh? I can hardly believe it. So that means when it comes to inheritance, I don't have to think about that either, right? Wait, inheritance? Actually, I haven't told you this yet, so it might surprise you. A big corporation bought out the land my parents owned for an enormous amount of money. Because of that, my parents ended up with way more than anyone expected. Can you believe it? What? Hold on. How much are we talking here? Tell me the details. It's enough for my parents to move into a luxury retirement home and still have plenty left over. Shocking, right? And they still own other land they haven't sold yet, which keeps going up in value. So in the future, it's going to be a massive fortune, but that has nothing to do with you anymore. Why would you keep something that huge a secret from me? I found out about it just recently. It's not like I was hiding it. No, but if you'd told me earlier, this whole situation would have been completely different. The truth is, I was planning to tell you on our anniversary night as a surprise. But with the way things went, there was no way I could bring it up. You were throwing divorce papers at me, and your mom was tearing me apart. If that's the case, then you should have told me sooner. If I'd known, everything would have been different. Different how? You wouldn't have divorced me? Tell me honestly. That money story, it's real, isn't it? You're not lying to me, are you? It's real. You might find it hard to believe, but every word of it is true. If you doubt me, you can go check with my parents directly. Damn, what a time for this to come out. I never saw it coming. Honestly, I feel the same. With that inheritance, we could have lived so comfortably together. I thought we'd be able to spend our old age in peace. I'd even started planning things out. But reality's harsh, isn't it? Your mom would never allow me to live with you again. Mom? Of course she comes into this. Come on, don't say that. No matter what happens, she'll make sure you end up marrying the new bride candidate, so it's something you can't avoid. Well, I guess you'll just have to accept it. Wait, please, just wait. I'll talk to Mom. I'll tell her to put the marriage with the other woman on hold. I'll beg her. What? Seriously? You'd remarry me? But isn't that woman already expecting to marry you? She's even pregnant. There's no way you can just call it off now, right? The more I think about it, the more I wonder if the kid's even mine. What? What do you mean by that? We were only together once, and she got pregnant. It doesn't add up. That's why I'm starting to rethink marrying her. I see. So that's how you're looking at it. You really do still love me, don't you? If you're willing to try again, then I want to respond to that. But the real problem is your mom. She's going to be against it. It won't be easy. That's why we can't give up. We'll just have to keep pushing until we win her over. Our happiness depends on convincing her. Hey, sorry I couldn't text you sooner. A bunch of unexpected things piled up. I was dealing with them all night, and it was exhausting. One problem after another kept coming, and I'm completely drained. I see. So, how did it all end up? Sorry to keep you waiting. There was some trouble, but it's finally settled. And I've decided I'm going to remarry you. What? You really decided that? But did your mom agree to it? No, forget about mom. Honestly, I don't care anymore. Don't care? That can't be true. Your mom's word has always been absolute for you. She was totally against us remarrying. When she wouldn't accept it, I told her I was cutting ties with her. Wait, you cut ties with your mom? How could you even do that? I had no choice. I can't afford to hesitate anymore. So you want to remarry me that badly? But what about that other woman, the bride candidate? I broke up with her, completely cut it off. And she was okay with that? Doesn't matter if she was okay with it. She kept clinging on, so I dumped her. That sounds like the kind of thing she might hold a grudge over, don't you think? Well, if I can get a share of the inheritance, then whatever. Besides, I just want to settle down and live peacefully with you. So, I'll grab the marriage papers on my way back. Make sure you sign them. What? There's no way I'm signing that. What are you even thinking? Huh? What do you mean? Why would you refuse? Why on earth would I get back together with you? I finally got my freedom. What the hell are you talking about? Cut it out. This isn't the time for jokes. You're completely going back on your word. I never once said I wanted to remarry you, did I? Don't get it twisted. And yet, you convinced yourself otherwise, dragged everyone into it, and threw everything away. All this happened because of money. You let greed blind you into reckless decisions. What a pitiful man you are. Don't mess with me. Mom was so shocked by me cutting her off that she collapsed. That's on you too. You share the blame. Wait, seriously? I didn't expect it to go that far. I even cut off my own mom for you, and now you're saying you don't want to remarry me? That whole cutting ties thing wasn't my idea. You chose to do that on your own. Yeah, but still, I never thought it would blow up like this. Your girlfriend might come after you for child support, you know. Even if you're a worthless man, you still have to take responsibility as a father. Mom might cover the damages, but child support? No, that's impossible. Damn it. I thought once I got the inheritance, I could handle anything. You really are a pathetic guy. I only brought up the inheritance to make you regret things, but I never imagined you'd flip so completely. Look what you've done. Because of you, I ended up making my mom cry. This is the mess your own recklessness created. And honestly, hearing that your mom cried feels a little satisfying. She's in the hospital now. She's got a heart condition, and the stress triggered it. In the middle of the fight, she had chest pains. It was dangerous. That must have been tough, but the one who pushed her that far is no one but you, isn't it? You did this yourself. I had nothing to do with it. So what? You're planning to hog the whole inheritance all for yourself? What are you talking about? I'm the only one who can inherit it. The moment you threw those divorce papers at me, your chance at that money disappeared. Darn it! Darn it! You tricked me! Even if child support is tough, don't forget about the damages. Pay it yourself without relying on your mom. And what about fixing things with Mom? I've never talked back to her before. This is the first time I ever made her that angry. Well, think of it as a good chance to finally cut the cord. It's about time, don't you think? You've been clinging to your mom for too long. It's time to graduate from that. There was no need to graduate from it at all. I'm sure your mom will forgive you eventually. But as for me, this is where our relationship ends. Go live your happy life without me. A few months have passed since all that chaos. Noah now has to pay child support every month to his girlfriend. On top of that, with the damages he owes me, the financial burden is heavy. His mom decided she couldn't cover the child support that would last until the child is grown. And after that whole ordeal, she suffered emotional shock, which made her health decline. She's been in and out of the hospital ever since. She was already frail, but everything that happened just made it worse. Noah eventually reconciled with his mom, but deep down, there's still bitterness between them. Her health remains unstable, and I've heard she can't live without an oxygen tank now. Living alone is no longer possible for her. That's why Noah moved back in with her, dedicating himself to her care. Looking for another wife is the last thing on his mind. And with money so tight, even if he did meet someone new, unless she were saint-like and endlessly patient, marriage would be impossible. As for me, I've been enjoying a carefree life, finally at ease. I've even thought about building a house and spending my days quietly on my own, or just diving into my hobbies. Looking back on all the anxiety and stress from back then, I truly feel that being on my own is far more freeing and peaceful. Marriage isn't necessarily bad, but what really matters to me is the calm and serenity I feel in the life I have now. I can totally live my life without stressing over what others think. I can do my own thing whenever I feel like it. It brings me more joy than I ever imagined. And I know one thing for sure, I never want to be dragged into that kind of chaos again.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.